ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Let's Play Morrowind, where we have passed the third trial of the Nerevarine, and now we face the fourth and fifth. We must be named Hortator by the great houses. We must be named Nerevarine by the Ashlander tribes. Yes, I am the one you've heard about. However, we're not going to begin that process just yet, because as Sulmatul has quite wisely pointed out, should we begin that process, the whole world's going to know about it sooner or later, and that's going to be a problem, because the temple's going to want me dead, and, well, even my own House Telvanni subjects are probably going to look at that and go, not sure how I feel about that. Maybe we should accelerate those plans of ours we had on assassinating the bugger. So, we're going to go back to Sadrith Mora. I don't know why I walked in here. I think mostly just so I could do the teleport without any time passing. We're going to go back to Sadrith Mora. We're going to inform the advisor that we recovered the cube of Uvirith, and we're going to continue our Rise of House Telvanni business. I don't know why I said that. I apologize. I immediately regret doing so. We'll continue our business with Rise of House Telvanni. And then once it has been concluded, once we have accomplished all that we wish to accomplish with House Telvanni, then we shall announce to the world our true identity as Lord Nerevar, reborn, apparently. Fathers, I don't think, knows what to believe at this point. He's pretty firmly believed up until now, really, that this is all slightly mumbo-jumbo, and ultimately it's mumbo-jumbo that he's taking advantage of. However, the vision he had from Azura, and all the ghosts, and the fact that he can wear the Moon and Star ring without being instantly killed, because that's how the legend goes, anyone who wasn't Nerevar couldn't wear the ring without being killed. That's awfully convincing, but then again, he could just be Azura playing silly buggers with him. She's finally found an incarnate that's actually competent, and that's what all this is about. He's just a pawn of hers. I don't think Fathis likes the idea of being a pawn. Anyway, the council house. Let's go. Okay, I have returned. Greetings, Archmagister. Do you have any news on the Cube of Uvirith? You found it? Why, it is amazing. The cube creates a highly diffractive Daedron field based on the shell principles of an inverse simulacromaic tesseract. In other words, Azura in the box. Have you read the fable? Here, I do believe this is the box described in there. It certainly is an object of power, Archmagister. Oh wow, so this is the box from Azura in the box. Good heavens. One moment. For the benefit of those of you who haven't read it before. It's not very long. Azura in the Box, Ancient Tales of the Dwemer, Part 11 by Marabar Sul. Nikhilbar had enjoyed an adventurous youth, but had grown to be a very wise, very old Dwemer, who spent his life searching for the truth and dispelling superstitions. He invented much and created many theorems and logic structures that bore his name, but much of the world still puzzled him, and nothing was a greater enigma to him than the nature of Aedra and Daedra. Over the course of his research, he came to the conclusion that many of the gods were entirely fabricated by man and Mer. Nothing, however, was a greater question to Nikhilbar than the limits of divine power. Were the greater beings the masters of the entire world, or did the humbler creatures have the strength to forge their own destinies? As Nikhilbar found himself nearing the end of his life, he felt he must understand this last basic truth. Among the sage's acquaintances was a holy Kaima priest named Athenik. When the priest was visiting Bethalag's Turams, Nikhilbar told him what he intended to do to find the nature of divine power. Athenik was terrified and pleaded with his friend not to break this great mystery, but Nikhilbar was resolute. Finally, the priest agreed to assist out of love for his friend, though he feared the results of this blasphemy. Athenik summoned Azura, After the usual rituals by which the priest declared his faith in their powers and Azura agreed to do no harm to him, Nihilbar and a dozen of his students entered the summoning chamber carrying with them a large box. Oops. As we see you in our land, Azura, you are the goddess of the dusk and dawn and all the mysteries therein, said Nihilbar, trying to appear as kindly and obsequious as he could be. It is said that your knowledge is absolute. So it is, smiled the Daedra. You would know, for example, what is in this wooden box, said Nihilbar. Azura turned to Ethnic, her brow furrowed. The priest was quick to explain. Goddess, this Dwemer is a very wise and respected man. Believe me, please, the intention is not to mock your greatness, but to demonstrate it to this scientist and to the rest of his skeptical race. I have tried to explain your power to him, but his philosophy is such that he must see it demonstrated. If I am to demonstrate my might in a way to bring the Dwemer race to understanding, it must have been more impressive. Must have been a more impressive feat that you would have me do, growled Azura, and turned to look Nihilbar in the eyes. There is a red-petaled flower in the box. Nihilbar did not smile or frown. He simply opened the box and revealed to all that it was empty. When the students turned to look to Azura, she was gone. Only Athenic had seen the goddess's expression before she vanished, and he could not speak. He was trembling so. A curse had fallen. He knew that truly, but even crueler was the knowledge of divine power that had been demonstrated. Nihilbar also looked pale, uncertain on his feet, but his face shone with not fear, but bliss. The smile of a Dwemer finding evidence for a truth only suspected. 2 of his students supported him, and 2 more supported the priest as they left the chamber. I have studied very much over the years, performed countless experiments, taught myself 1,000 languages, and yet the skill that has taught me the final truth is the one that I learned when I was but a poor young man, trying only to have enough gold to eat, whispered the sage. As he was escorted up the stairs to his bed, a red flower petal fell from the sleeve of his voluminous robe. Nihilbar died that night, a portrait of peace that comes from a contented knowledge. Publisher's note. This is another tale whose origin is unmistakably Dwemer. Again, the words of some Aldmeris translations are quite different, but the essence of the story is the same. The Dunmer have a similar tale about Nihilbar, but in the Dunmer version, Azura recognizes the trick and refuses to answer the question. She slays the Dwemer present for their skepticism and curses the Dunmer for blasphemy. In the Aldmeris versions, Azura is tricked not by an empty box, but by a box containing a sphere which somehow becomes a flat square. Of course, the Aldmeris versions, being a few steps closer to the original Dwemer, are much more difficult to understand. Perhaps this stage magic explanation was added by Gore Falim because of Falim's own experience with such tricks in his plays when a mage was not available. Marabar's soul left even the character of Nihilbar alone, and he represents many Dwemer virtues. His skepticism, while not nearly as absolute as in the Aldmeris versions, is celebrated even though it brings a curse upon the Dwemer and the unnamed house of the poor priest. Whatever the true nature of the gods, and how right or wrong the Dwemer were about them, this tale might explain why the dwarves vanished from the face of Tamriel. Though Nihilbar and his kind may not have intended to mock the Aedra and Daedra, their skepticism certainly offended the divine orders. Another theory to add to the pile. And so we have that very box. That's what this guy's telling us anyway. Uvirith's cube. Well. So, I assume that dealing with the council's current focus will be like child's play for you. Our newly recruited Dwemer expert, Edwina Elbert, has addressed the council regarding something she calls a Dwemer laboratory. As I've understood it, it's very similar to an alchemy laboratory. The difference is that she won't be creating potions. She wants to create Dwemer machinery. I've already taken care of the formalities. Her tower will be grown near Nashuleft ruin, which is part of Arian's district. This way, we don't need to request Duke Dren's permission for a new tower. I doubt he would approve of it so shortly after Ranos raised his greenhouse. She's already made a lot of preparations, and Lunela Haleran has already sent a foreman to the building site. The tower is growing well, but Edwina has something special in mind, for which she requires some specialists. You should clarify the details with her in person. Yes, she's still here in Sadrith Moor. Okay, good. Very well. You know, I'm just one moment. I'm going to go get changed out of my dust and ash covered? I was about to say soaked. That wouldn't be right. Dust and ash covered travelling robes here into something a bit more officious. Robe of the Archmagister. Annoying clipping with the pauldrons aside. Yeah, I think maybe I should. Yes, it's official business time. Oh, that is a crazy effect. Oh, I don't need to I don't need to wear these boots right now, do I? Pause the wolf runner back on. I am joined, as ever, by a very soft, plump kitty cat on the desk next to me, snoozing away. I say soft and plump because of the minute he's sort of rolled himself up into a little ball that's very squishy, and it's very pleasing to stroke, I must admit. I've got Valis on auto run I had just then so I can stroke the cat. Right. Greetings, Archmagister Father Sylvan. Did your advisor send you to me? Splendid. So, as he's already mentioned, I'm in need of some specialists. Well, as you already know, I plan to engineer and build new Dwemer animunculi. In fact, I've already built a few surveyor centurions. You can see them on site at Nishuleft Ruin. But I have big projects in mind, bigger than a single person can achieve. As you might know, Malum will be joining me at the new tower, but he's so clumsy. He manages to break things I would have thought to be unbreakable. And he isn't too strong either. I love him, but when it comes to building machines, he is absolutely useless. So I need an adept, an able-bodied mechanic, or rather, 4 of them. Unfortunately, I don't know anyone capable of doing the job, but you've wandered Vardenfell a lot more than me. I'm sure you know some Dwemer scholars you could ask. Well, I'll see what I can do. I mean, we do know one. She lives at our tower, and we're not sharing her. Well, I suppose we might have to if the quest demands it, but I hope not. Great, if you find them, please tell them to come to Nishuleft at once. I will need their assistance right from the beginning. That tower will be quite different from what you Telvanni... what we Telvanni are used to. Okay. Oh yeah, banning ash statues. We'll get to that later when the whole Nerevarine thing kicks off. Let's not do that now. I was to find her 4 assistants. I must have had a weak moment. Where am I supposed to find even one Dwemer mechanic, let alone 4? I should consult my advisor. I was just thinking in my head, like, okay, Dwemer scholars, who do I know? Well, lady in my tower. There's Baladas over in Nesis. Obviously there's Yagram, but I doubt he counts. He wouldn't be interested anyway. And I suspect neither would Baladas, but... Luckily, I suspect the advisor holds the answers we need. Greetings, Archmagister. Have you spoken with Edwina yet? Did she tell you about her plans? Yes, some specialists. She needs 4 adept mechanics? You'll be lucky if you can find 1. Pardon me, Archmagister. I got carried away. Let me think for a moment. Mumbles to himself. Could be a possibility. Oh, no, on the other hand, no. Probably thinking the same thing I just did, actually. And what about... yes, he could know somebody. And, that old curmudgeon. Well, why not? Yeah, they could know something. So... Well, I know of 2 Dwemer scholars, Baladas, Demnivani, and Gnesis, and Divethir and Telfir. That's the one I should have thought of. Maybe they know of someone who meets the requirements. Alright, well, Baladas, Divethir will be the easiest one to get to. For now. Oh, he's just going to go through this again. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that I had missed out any dialogue topics I needed. Yeah, let's try Divathir first. Not he'll be particularly happy to see us, I'm sure, because he doesn't like to be disturbed. Baladas we at least have a bit of a rapport with. But he's a little bit more difficult to get to. He doesn't have one of these, for one thing. At least I don't think he does. Wonder what he'd make of Karganak's plan book, actually. I don't have it on me still, do I? No, I don't. I put it down in the laboratory, didn't I? Hello, Fathers. How are you doing? Bit of bad news, I'm afraid. The potion doesn't seem to work on others. Tried it on 2 hopeless cases. Killed them outright. Deader than a garlic snail. Is there anything I can help you with? Actually, as a matter of fact, there is. I need some specialists. You need a Dwemer crackpot? Oh, good. Search no more. I will send her off right away. What? Who am I speaking about? Oh, Freyty, my very first daughter. Hadn't figured out how to shape the specimen's character back then. Became too much like me. Always interferes with my experiments. I'll be glad when she'll be annoying someone else. What? You need more crackpots? I'll talk to Yagram in the Corpusarium. He's a special visitor on a regular basis. All right. Have his oldest daughter sent to Nashuleft right away. Okay. Where is Nashuleft? Isn't it up in the Grayslands here somewhere? Yeah, it's all the way over there. I remembered correctly. How I remember all these goddamn things, I have no idea. I can remember where Nashuleft Ruin in Morrowind is, and sometimes I can't remember where I put my socks in the morning. Welcome to my life. Welcome to my brain. Bet there's some funky science behind why I can remember that and not the other thing. Somebody out there will have figured out the answer to that. Some scientist somewhere. If I could just use Morrowind to help me remember other, more important things in life, I might be a bit better off. Hello, Yagram, it's me again. Sorry to barge in on you again. Looking for some specialists. You're looking for a skilled mechanic? Yes, I know of a special lass who fits that description. She's repaired my spider frame more than once. Learned it in Mournhold from some fool who makes centurions fight each other. She's quite shy, but when it comes to anything Dwemer, there is no stopping her. One day, out of nothing, she was here in the midst of the Corpusarium, despite my hapless fellow inmates. She didn't even pay any attention to them at all. She'd heard rumours of a living dwarf down here, and so she came to see for herself. The girl has guts, but she needs to spend more time with healthy people. It doesn't do her good to spend her time down here. I will talk to her about Nashuleft next time she visits me. Right, that's 2. Yeah, if she's good enough a mechanic for a living Dwemer, she's definitely good enough for Edwina. Yeah, that's damn true. Alright, Baladas then. What I think we need right now is a bit of divine intervention. Because that'll get us to here, Wolverine Hall. And from here, we can get to the Mages Guild. Which thankfully we haven't torched the ground. Maybe we can get to Alderoon. And from here we can get a Silt Strider and Boats. And I think I'll do the scenic travel thing again, because I do so enjoy that. Doesn't mean I have to sit and think of a conversation topic every time we do it, but I usually don't struggle with that too much. Blabbing the first thing that comes into my head usually suffices. Hello there, man. Yep, I'd like to... No. I'd I'd like to go to Nisus if you can take me. Thank you. 20 gold. Let's jump in. Better slow down in this storm, Dark Elf. Oh, he's got a hat on. I wonder if he'll give me one. Look at me wearing my best Archmagister's robe in this mess. Let's just pretend we got changed. We heard there was an ash storm out there and we got changed. I don't suppose I have something I can wear on my head, do I? Just my hood. Nothing that covers my face. It's a neat touch, though, that he puts a mask on. Well, the view's terrible. Also, the distant train's been a bit weird. Have I got some... No? Wait. No, the view distance is set to max. Don't know what that's about, then. We're out of this squall, but at least the wind's at our backs right now. I had to say it, didn't I? We're just pretty much following the road that you go down if you wanted to get to Margan. Silt Striders are domesticated and come from breeding farms in the mainland, but it's common belief that there might still be some in the wild. If there are, I've not seen them. I've seen a few dead shells from dead Silt Striders out in the Ashlands, but no live ones. I think there's a Silt Strider farm up here somewhere around this region. I don't know if I can't remember if we've actually been to it in the Let's Play, but I know it exists. Definitely been there with a previous character. Can we actually see his face inside the mask? Yeah, we can. Takes some time to properly train a Strider, but don't worry, my mount is the best. Hello again, Margan. Hello again, Ghost Vents. I like to think a shiver runs up Fathis' spine upon seeing that fence. Again. I think as long as he lives, he's probably not going to ever quite shake the flashbacks. Oh no, that is beautiful. That makes up for the horrible storm. We're going to go straight over this hill. I guess not. Oh, look at the beautiful god rays. Oh, blessings of the Tribunal and Azur and anyone else we have care to name. The 9 divines, the whole lot, upon the modders. For keeping this game so alive and interesting and awesome to play even in current year. It's damn good. I'd still probably be playing it anyway, but it's nice to be able to play it with such nice visuals and whatnot. Hopefully once we get over this, the ash storm will finally bugger off for good. Let's slow down the storm, he says, yeah. Look at that. Is there anything more Morrowind than that? Ash wastes. A couple of Dwemer towers poking up out of the mist as the storm blows past. Great stuff in it. Pretty sure the Elder Scrolls Compendium or whatever it was called, I've got it on my shelf. There's a big box set that Bethesda released some years ago, which contained disc copies of every single Elder Scrolls game up to Skyrim. And the box art in there for the Morrowind section of the compendium was... I had that Nerevarine in the back of me Silt Strider once, he says. The box art for the Morrowind section of the compendium was pretty much what we just went past there, as a bunch of Dwemer towers poking about the mist. Boosh. I tell you what, I don't mind saying that as we slowly start to close in on the end of this Let's Play, so I start to sniff the end of the main quest in sight. Sniff it in sight? That doesn't make... I'm mixing metaphors here like a madman. But regardless, as soon as I sense that we're getting closer to the end, it makes me a little bit sad. I'm going to miss this Let's Play when it's done. Of course, I'll probably start a brand new Morrowind one not very long after, but this specific Let's Play with this specific character, I'm going to miss Fathers. Because the next character is going to be very, very different, and therefore the entire playthrough is going to be very, very different. We're going to do things that Fathers didn't do, and therefore we're going to not do things that Fathers did do. So it's going to be very fun and exciting to do a new character, with a new installation as well, with a new set of mods that are much better than the ones I currently have. But, oh god, I really hate it when it does that. But, yeah. I'm going to miss this. That's for sure. Just going to look at the sky for a minute. It's not over yet, though. Bloody hell, we've still got the rest of the main quest to do. We've got the rest of Rise of Hell's Telvanni to do. And I have no idea how long Rise of Hell's Telvanni is, for that matter, actually. I've never done it before. Haven't got a bloody clue how long we're going to be at this. And, well, there's a question of Tribunal. And I think, based on the feedback everybody's given me, I think we really ought to try and include Tribunal if we can do it. So, I think I will. And hopefully it should naturally present, present itself in the Let's Play, you know. Either those infamous Dark Brotherhood assassins will turn up, or we'll just go to see, what's-his-face's merchant friend. What's his name? My steward. My high elf steward. So he does have one of these, it's just not activated. Presumably because he wants to be left alone. Oh. I want to mark here. Go get my Dwemer books, come back with them, and see what he wants, see what he makes of them. But if I do that, I lose my mark at the Urshalaku camp. Now we might not be going back there for a while anyway, so sod it. One moment. I brought you. I meant to bring you something, Baladas. I just need to go get it. One second. There we go, Tower Upper. Right, let's see. Kagranak's Plan Book, Divine Metaphysics, The Egg of Time. Secrets of Dwemer, Animunculi for good measure. That's a lot. Right. Recall. With a poof of magic, Fathers re-emerges from a portal in front of Baladas, carrying a large stack of books. My dear fellow, I've brought you some books. Here's Divine Metaphysics. This is an explanation of how the Dwemer tried to make a new god, Anamidium, using Kagranak's tools and the sacred tones on Lorcan's heart. There's several interesting theories about how to bend the Ilnafe, or earth bones, but I'm not entirely sure I understand it myself. Perhaps after another century of study I could have a better answer for you. I also have the Egg of Time. This is Bethuend Mazanch's refutation of a popular theory from Nerevar's time. The Dwemer believed that using the power of Lorcan's heart involved unjustifiable risks. The Egg of Time summarized many of Bethuend's arguments against this idea, many of which are quite compelling. Yeah, certainly in retrospect, anyway. I have... Nobody at all wants to know about Kagranak's Plan Book. It's perplexing to me, frankly, but never mind. Anyway, I am actually here on business, unfortunately, Baladas. I'm looking for some specialists. A skillful mechanic. Well, there is a young Bosmer here in Nessus. Helped me open the cell doors downstairs once. I had replaced my keys, and the orc in there started to smell unpleasantly. Fed him to the fish afterwards. The orc, that is, not the Bosmer. His name is Gronulf, Granville, Goner? Something beginning with a G. There aren't too many Bosmer here in Nessus. You should be able to find him. Okay. Oh yeah. About that platform. There we go. Teleport. Oh yes, the travel platform. I've locked mine. I don't wish to have other councillors popping in and disturbing me whenever they please. So I disabled all but the council teleport so my mouth can run errands. I will, however, make an exception for you, Fathers, since you've been so helpful and gracious to me in the past. I merely have to flip a switch to unlock it. Go ahead and try it now. Marvellous. Thank you, Baladas. That's a big help. If I ever come back with more books for you. There we go. I've activated the platform from Arv's Drellin. I will now be able to travel there from any other Telvanni tower. Ah, superb. Right, we're looking for a Bosmer then. Ooh, I like the purple candles. Were they always there? I'm not sure. Looking for a Bosmer. They wouldn't be wandering around out in the open, would they? That would be too easy. Began with a G, the name, didn't it? Shishara Hut. Manilu Hut. Shand Hut. Oh look, Silt Strider. Off it goes, disappearing beyond the field of view, the field of view, the distance, view distance limit, whatever it's called. No, you're not a Bosmer. I looked at him for a second there because he looked a little bit shorter than usual, but no. Dinadad Hut. Abulmaria Hut. Maybe he lives in one of the troglodytic dwellings up here. Almu Cave Dwelling. Any Bosmer? Nope, just you. Apologies for disturbing you, madam. Lasami Cave Dwelling, well, that doesn't sound right either. Oh, hello. Didn't notice any of you people. We have rent beds? Really? You must have been added by Rebirth. It always was annoying that you couldn't rent a bed in Nessus. I guess you rent beds in one of the things here? In one of these? Maybe this one up here, is that it? I can rent a cave? Mantiti cave dwelling, I don't know. Well, it's good to know for future playthroughs anyway. Mantiti. Anyway. Tansumiran cave dwelling. Maybe he's in the trade house then. Certainly not recalling any Bosmer in Nessus from my memories of playing this game in the past. Aha! Gronval. Sir.
What's this about?
Nice Dwemer box.
About, Dwemer?
I'm fine, thank you. What can I do for you? Yes? Looking for some specialists. You might be such a one.
Baladas recommended me? Well, that definitely means something. Usually he doesn't care for anyone in Nessus, and if he does, that one is in serious trouble. So you want to build a Dwemer machinery? Want to build Dwemer machinery and need someone who is skilled with fine tools, eh? Count me in. Picking locks has become boring in the course of the last weeks.
Excellent. Had him join House Telvanni and he will leave initiative after once up. Well, by my count, that's 3. We need 4. You don't know anyone else, do you? So that novel proved to be adequate. Glad to hear it. But could you tell him to visit me in the near future? I have misplaced my keys again. Alright. I like that. The only places you can go to from this one are the council house or our tower. That's neat. I like that. Right. Wonder if our advisor has any other leads, because the well is dry, I'm afraid. Okay, nothing new from you. Let's go speak to Edwina. Maybe I've miscounted. I don't know. We got one from Yagram, we got one from Dwemer, we got one from Baladas. Okay, I'm officially stumped. Oh! This wasn't just a throwaway bit of dialogue, then. I've heard rumours of an Imperial from the mainland who's been tinkering with Dwemer technology in order to create an arena of fighting centurions. Agrambagan didn't get into detail, though. Maybe Dwemer remembers his name. Of course, I could simply go and search for that man. Oh, we're going to Mournhold, apparently, folks. No two ways about it now. We're going to Mournhold whether I like it or not. Let's see. How do we? Oh, that's a pretty sky, isn't it? Bloody hell! That's quite nice to look at, isn't it? Anyway. Busy day for us, hasn't it? We've been non-stop, haven't we? Nope. Yes. Telfia. I do love this little fast travel system. It's just so elegant and marvellous, and I very, 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 very much approve of it. Well done, modders. Okay. So you could make use of some of those two pests, eh? Oh, good for you. Oh, good for me. They're annoying the Gyorek out of me. I don't even want to know what Gyorek is. There must be some frickin' first-era slang that nobody else understands. Always asking about Dwemer this and Dwemer that. Just like that Vec of an Imperial from the mainland. Nat's Flockus or something like that. Suitable name for that pest. Wanted to create a centurion arena. Bah! Okay. Nat's Flockus. I've heard rumours of an Imperial from the mainland who's been tinkering with Dwemer technology in order to create a arena of fighting centurions. Dwemer couldn't quite remember the name, something like Nat's Flockus, he said. Either Dwemer is in a cheerful mood, or that man is an unfortunate name. Perhaps I should continue my search in Mournhold. Okay. Mournhold it is then. How do we get to frickin' Mournhold, man? I think via the Mages Guild, if I recall. I mean, obviously there's the normal way you're supposed to get there via the DLC, but luckily, I think Morrowind Rebirth's teleportation pads and the Mages Guild has actually given us a way around that. Yeah, Mournhold, here we go. Alright, welcome to Mournhold, everyone. We've never been here before. It's the capital of Morrowind. Oh, there you go. Very nice. Oh god, we're really not dressed for the occasion at all, are we? Let's pretend that we did. There we go. Where the devil are we? Hello. Excuse me. Yes, do you seek transportation to Vardenfell, or do you want transport to the mainland? Neither, my friend. I am Evertay. I was born and raised near Fort Swampmoth in Black Marsh. I graduated from the University of Gwylym and won an appointment to my position of Royal Magical Advisor years ago under King Aethan Lathan. King Hlalu Helseth has asked me to stay on in the same role, and I have agreed. Still, being an Argonian in a holy city of the Dwemer has its challenges sometimes. Mournhold is the imperial capital of Morrowind and the holy city of Almalexia, once one of the Morrowind's 3 living gods. Modern Mournhold is built upon the ruins of Old Mournhold, which was destroyed by Mehrunes Dagon at the end of the First Era. You can reach the abandoned passages of Old Mournhold through the sewers beneath Mournhold, and adventurers still seek lost treasures in the First Era ruins. As may we someday, but hopefully not today. I just here to see a man about some centurions. Well, if we were to speak to this guy in reality, if we were playing a tabletop RPG, for example, we would speak to this chap and he would quite kindly explain to us, yes, you're in the royal palace, actually, chum. If you want to get out of here and go to the bazaar or something, you need to go this way, to the courtyard. There we go. Oh, butterfly. Right, we have gates to the temple courtyard. Hello, Platinius Meadow. Welcome to Mournhold, also called Almalexia. What can I do for you? I don't want to talk to you guys too much, really, because I kind of want to get through Tribunal, if we do it. A very dedicated Tribunal segment where I'll really get into it and talk to all the NPCs and do everything that you're supposed to do normally. But right now, I just want to come here, deal with this Dwemer Centurion man, and then sod off. Still, pretty impressive. Yes, very nice. Mournhold's very pretty. Etc., etc. As a point of note, you cannot levitate here. It's not allowed, because otherwise you'd be able to go up over this wall and discover that there's nothing there, because this is the first of Bethesda's many walled cities where the city interior is its own sort of cell and there's no outside. I believe Tamriel Rebuilt are working on making the outside of it. It's just taken them a very long time. Let's see, the Great Bazaar. If I were looking for a man who wants to set up a Dwemer Centurion fighting pit, I suppose I might start here. I suppose I'm probably going to be looking for a guy with a Centurion or two stood next to him, I guess.
May all speak well of you, Sarah.
Has one of the modders changed your pauldrons? I don't remember them looking like that. That should be pointed up this way.
Me, and you'll regret it.
Instead of pointed down. Not sure if I prefer it or not. Let me talk to someone here. Oh god, not this guy. Maybe an Ordinator. Hello, high
Justice
Ordinators.
never sleeps.
They're the guys that go around Mournhold. No, he doesn't seem able to help me. Or if I can't find anyone here, is there I don't think there's any kind of inn or tavern in the bazaar, is there? We might have to go to God's Reach. Now, I like to think, just to simplify things, that Fathis has been to Mournhold before. He's been here. In his past life as an Imperial agent, he probably came to Mournhold once or twice. So he's got a basic idea of the city's geography. He knows that God's Reach is the residential district. So if we're not having much luck here, we're going to want to get to God's Reach. I think we can get to God's Reach by going back to the plaza. Of course, this bugger could be just standing around anywhere out here, couldn't he? Not that I see anyone. Okay. Imperial. Nats Flockus. Nats Flockus. I believe there's an inn here. Hello. Oh, no, you have a side quest that I don't want to do right now. The Winged Guar. Theron, hello. Fallow, use you are. Ratesh. You're a Khajiit. Do you have any meteor slime? I've heard of it, but I've never had any. Try an alchemist or an apothecary. I'm looking for Nats Flockus. This is starting to feel like one of those phone calls in The Simpsons to Moe from Bart.
I can't imagine eating one of
There are Nats Flockus here. A Nats Flockus. Anyone? Nats Flockus. Nats Flockus. I can't even seem to ask any NPCs about this annoying thing. Denegor. Hessian. Some work. No. Maybe later. Maybe another time. Looking for Nats Flockus. Okay, he's drunk. Good for him. Nats Flockus. You rent beds, do you? It is pretty late, I suppose. Yes, alright then, fine. I like to think that Fathers is so beat that he can't summon the willpower right now to even do a teleport spell to get out of here, so we're just going to stay the night here in Mournhold. In this 3-bed room we've rented all to ourselves. Alright. There we go. Morning. We've gotten up, we're dressed, we've had a wash, we've had breakfast provided by the inn, and it's quite a nice inn, isn't it? So, I imagine it was quite a nice breakfast, actually. Hello.
You've won me over.
Suskian. Sorry, I'm very busy, I don't have time to talk. Busy doing what, exactly? Game of shells? No. Stop throwing things at me, NPCs. Things that I can't do yet. Damn you all. I just want to find Nats Flockus. Maybe we'll try the Craftsman's Hall. Maybe. Is that up here? Yes. Looking for Nats Flockus. Anyone? Elnori Faustus. I don't belong here. Yeah, I'm sure you don't. Custom armor. Yeah, I got Grugluck. All you want, I'm here to make weapons, not a chat. Can't take point. Yeah, I've heard of it. Nats Flockus, anyone? Looking for Nats Flockus. Hello, Detritus. Oh, yes, Detritus Carrier. I remember you. You're also another side quest. Albert Nemar. Good for you. You're not Nats Flockus, though, so I don't care. Neither are you. Get out of my way.
This is so tiresome.
Out of my way. Keep out. It says. Yeah. More side questy stuff. Nats Flockus. Museum artifacts. He wouldn't be in here, would he? No. I didn't see him. Probably not there. That's Flockus.
Gods grant you justice.
Sethandas Manor. Velas Manor. Sadri Manor. Lathan Manor. I like the butterflies, that's a nice touch. I've commented on butterflies in the game a few times in the past. Apparently it's become a bit of a running joke, because I keep forgetting that butterflies are in the game, and everyone's like, oh, he's mentioned that before. But what I do now realise is I've not seen butterflies in the game for a long time now. Those are the first we've seen in ages, I think. Ignatius Flaccus? That's Flockus? Got to be the guy, surely. I hear Dwemer things. We're in the right place. Excuse me. Ignatius. Hello. Ooh, good grief. Do I want to know?
What say you, Dwemer?
How are you today?
Hello there, Dark Elf. I imagine you've come to see the battles of the robot arena. I'm sorry to inform you that there won't be any more battles for some time unless you can help me repair my bots. I'm actually not here about that. I'm looking for some specialists. You need a fine craftsman? I'll talk to Chalk over there. He's helped me to reassemble the bots. But now there isn't enough work for both of us. If you have any use for him, hire him. He's as strong as a guar. I saw him carry a complete centurion sphere one day. Just don't give him something frail. He would surely break it. Alright, Chalk. I'm fine, thank you. What can I do for you? Looking for a strong man? Don't look any further, Fathers. You need the strong arm of a Nord to help with some weakish elves? Ha, just what I like. Of course I'll come. Just how is that place called? Shoe left, mate. At last. Finally. So long, Mournhold. We'll be back again at some point in the future. Hello, Baladas. Just passing through, mate. I do apologise. I'll change my mark to somewhere else very soon. I know it's very rude. Imagine I just appear in someone's living room because you're using them as a means of fast travel. That's just, yeah, it's pretty rude. Apologies. Apologies. Right. We might need to go talk to Edwina first. That's 2 area loads there in almost as many seconds. You have? You actually have? Oh, thank you so much! I will leave for Nishulesh right away. Come visit me as soon as you find the time, will you? Oh, thanks again. You had never imagined to see Edwina this exhilarated. She's jumping up and down like a little child. Huh, there you go. So that's what that looks like. you left your Dwemer things. Oh, never mind. I'm shouting like, you left your Dwemer things, as if she can actually hear me. Right. That's that taken care of. That was a bit of a fetch quest, but I have to admit, it amused me. You know, go find 4 whatsits, but, you know, it had some amusing and fun dialogue, etc. So, yeah, that's how you do a fetch quest, right? That's good shit right there. I enjoyed that. Greetings, Archmagister. I think all of Sadrith Mora heard Edwina scream with joy. That is truly a rare event. Usually, all you can expect from a Telvanni spellwriter is a depreciatory grunt. If he's in a good mood, that is. I wonder what we'll see next from our new house members. Anyway, you've done extraordinarily well. Edwina will be busy constructing her tower for some time. In the meantime, the council has found its new current focus. Mistress Rethosa contacted me personally in the hopes that she could have your assistance. Her student, a promising wizard who goes by the name of Uvu, desires to advance to the rank of master. Uvu Laren, by any chance? That name definitely rings a bell. He's in the process of building a stronghold, but requires your assistance. Something is preventing the tower from properly developing. Go to the site just west of Dagon Fell and speak to the foreman there to discover what the problem is. Okay, we're expanding to Dagon Fell now? Good God. That is fantastic news. So just west of Dagon Fell, then. Alrighty. Right, if we're going travelling around Dagon Fell. Yep. Travelling reps. Yeah, but we're going travelling in an official capacity, so let's go like smart casual? I don't know. That one, the expensive robe. There we go. Probably one of my favourites anyway. Okay, actually we want to go this way. How do we... Right, okay, Dagon Fell. How do we get there? Think. How do we get there quickly? I mean, we can get a boat from here, from this town. It's a long trip, isn't it? Assuming I use scenic travel, of course. Which I probably will. Alright, sod it. Scenic travel it is. There's really no quick way to get to Dagon Fell, is there? If I still had that mark at the Ursulaku camp, that might have been relatively quick, but nope. I don't suppose you take anyone anywhere, do you? Just noticed you. Oh, you go to Telfir, do you? Ah, wish I'd known about you a while ago. Must have been added by Rebirth or something. Oh yeah, of course it must have been, because there's actually a boat outside Telfir these days, isn't there? Destination. A ship, the Elf Skering can take you from Southwith Mora to Telarune, Telmora, Helnim, or Morog. You can. I don't think it can take me to Morog. I think that's a lie. There's a little mod conflict there, I suspect. You can take me to Dagon Fell, though. That's where I want to go. 46 big ones. Alright, off we go. Once again, I do like the boat rides, actually. They seem to work a bit better than the Silt Strider ones, because there's less of that up and down shaking nonsense. That's good stuff. Well, yeah. I'm not going to sit here babbling all the way through this one. This is going to take a little while. I think I'll talk to you guys when we get a bit closer to Dagon Fell, or perhaps even when we've arrived. We are just approaching Dagon Fell. I have to admit, actually, it's a very long trip. It took a while, that. I actually paused the game, alt-tabbed out, put a stream on Twitch to watch in the back, well, listen to in the background. But, having said that, the trip from Southwith Mora to Dagon Fell has got to be one of the best boat rides in the game for, like, the scenery. You get some really pretty views coming up here from there. But we've finally arrived. I'm sure someone will be like, well, why are you using the scenic travel if you're just going to cut it out of the video? The answer is, rather selfishly, because I like it. Even if it's cut out of the video, I still get to experience it. So there. Ha. That's the basic answer. Right. West of Dagon Fell, that's where we want to go. I know for you guys it's been like 30 seconds since we were given this quest, but for me it's been a good 5 minutes at least. So I need to check again. Need to inquire as to why the tower is not proceeding as planned. The building site is located just west of Dagon Fell. Alright then. This way. actually. Just a second, folks. Sorry, I had to go check how long we'd actually been recording for this episode. We've been going for about an hour, apparently, if I've read it correctly. What the heck are you doing here? Looking for your death warrant, apparently. Hello there, I guess you're here to help with the tower, eh? Oh, you're actually the person I didn't realise this was the person I needed to talk to, if I'm honest with you. I almost walked right past her. We've had a few problems getting the actual mushroom to take to the soil. The souls are powerful enough, but at this rate we won't have anything of a tower for the next year or so. I've thought of everything, so I'm prepared to be a bit risky. I think I'll be daring and try an augmenting potion. If this tower is going to grow, I'll need just the smallest amount of the potion to help it on its way. It's much like a growth serum. Try any of the Telvanni masters or your personal alchemist. I'm sure they won't mind making one for you. Alright. Okay, well, in that case, I better drop a mark. Hey, mysticism increased. I will be right back. Oh, is there an interior I can use? Oh, look, there it is. Yeah, almost missed it. Kind of blended in with the rest of the terrain, really. I'm just going to go back this way so I can find an interior and teleport without time elapsing. Such a weird bug, that, but I don't think there's any way around it. It's pretty hard-coded. I'll pop it up. What's-her-face's house here. Don't mind me. Right, Uvirith Tower lower. I have an alchemist, or two, around the place, so hopefully they'll do the job. I have a horrible feeling, though, that I'm going to have to go back to What's-His-Face in his greenhouse, and while I was there, I forgot to activate his teleport platform. So I'm going to have to walk all the way out to the Shrine of Azura again. So let's hope that's not what happens. I know you're an alchemist, where you're like the healer. Hello. Hear about some sort of potion. What was it? Augmenting potion. Well, if she could make it, it would have showed up at the top here. Better try Gorgon Minas. We don't like Gorgon Minas. She's weird and freaky, and Athos does not like her one bit. And she cannot help us, so let's skedaddle. My personal alchemist. I don't think I have a personal alchemist. I thought it was one of them. Apparently it's not. The other lady down there, she's an enchanter, so it's not going to be her. I don't think I have one. So, bother.
Archmagister of House Telvanni, how may I serve you?
I wonder if I'd done the thing with Devathir in the alchemy table, I might then have a personal alchemist. But then that would be the Uvirith mod, and I don't... No, that doesn't sound right to me. Levitate. Actually. Eddie. About that bag of holding. I had the bag delivered to your study. It looks nice. The crafters did a good job. Ah, brilliant. Thank you. Much appreciated. Okay, back down to the lab then, I guess. Alright, where have you put the bloody thing? Oh god, finding it in the middle of all... Oh, no, there it is. The bag still needs to be enchanted. I think we need to talk to Master Arian next, don't we? And that's precisely where I was about to go. Hence me suddenly going, ooh, hang on a minute, better check on that bag of holding. Right, this way. Hello. What brings the Archmagister here? Oh, augmenting potion, that's what brings me here, among other things. Well, to make the augmenting potion, I'll need a Daedra's heart, a ghoul heart, and a ruby. Bring them here and I can make the potion for you. Alright, I've got all those in the study somewhere. Also the bag of holding. So, you have a bag ready for the enchantment. Excellent. I've prepared this scroll for you. Read it as you enchant the bag to help magnify its power. You'll need to know these spells: telekinesis, mark, and recall. You must have a strong soul prepared as well. One can only fit in a grand soul gem, a winged twilight, a golden saint, storm atronach, etc., etc. You should know all this by now. Alright, yeah, well, I just happen to have a very strong one in Azura's Star right now that I wanted to maybe use for an enchantment, but I guess this is an enchantment, isn't it? So there we go. At least I hope it's a grand soul in there. It was a named Dagoth, ascended sleeper dude, so I should hope so. Right, let's see. Daedra Heart, Ghoul Heart, Ruby, and Telekinesis, Mark and Recall. I'm pretty sure I have Telekinesis. I do indeed. Right, first things first. Mummy Heart, no. Close but no cigar, I'm afraid. Do I might... Yeah, I already got Daedra Heart on me. Ghoul Heart, there we go. And a ruby. A singular ruby would be better. There we go. Hopefully that's not a cursed one. Apologies to Master Arian if that's the case. He'll be fine. Let's see. No, my willpower's still damaged. We must fix that. Don't like that at all. Funny thing is, you find restore willpower potions all over the bloody place, don't you? One time I actually need one. It's not to be sodding found. Alright. See a strong soul and a grand soul gem. I mean, I don't have a grand soul gem, but I do have Azura's Star, so hopefully that'll count. Read the scroll before the unenchanted bag. Okay, hopefully I don't know if I just quick saved. I'm doing it again anyway. Scroll of Enchant Magnification. You need a strong sword to create this chart. I bleeding and well have one, man. I think it's a strong one anyway. Item. Who cares? The hat. Azura's Star. Charge 330. Oh, I don't know. Have I got a grand soul gem around here somewhere? I do. Do I have one with something in it? No, of course not. 4 grand soul gems. Grand soul. Grand soul. Why do I get a grand soul on short notice? I don't, is the answer. I don't get a grand... You don't get grand souls on short notice. Bollocks. Well, never mind then. Better go sort out the other thing at least. Certainly not with Rebirth anyway, because Rebirth changes what all the souls are worth. So simply summoning a Frost Atronach or Golden Saint or something won't do the job. I think Ascended Sleepers are probably the easiest Grand Souls to find. I think because, I mean, the one we have should be a Grand Soul. It's just, unfortunately, I think because it's in Azura Star, it doesn't count. Right, Telos. Naked Guard in the way. I have a Dangerous Heart, a Ghoul Heart, and a Ruby.
Suits you. We welcome you freely, Outlander.
Oh, God, can the game stop buggering me about for 5 minutes? What, do you not like this particular Ruby? I bet it's the Ruby. He doesn't like it for some reason. Fucking eat the Ruby. There you go. Can't believe we just did that. Ugh. Get rid of the fucking Ruby, Arian. Alright, fine. Here, I'll pick up the stack of 4 I've got here. Gonna have to have this man executed at this rate. I bet you.
A warm welcome to you.
Prophecy be damned. Here we go. You didn't like the Ruby. You have all the ingredients good. Wait one moment while I make the potion. Here you go. Be careful. These growth potions are dangerous things. Augmenting potion has been added. Has it been added to the miscellaneous section, or is it actually like a thing I could drink if I was feeling stupid enough? Oh, I could. Value 1600, Fortify Strength 40 points for 500 seconds, and Fortify Health for 10 points for 500 seconds. It's pretty good, actually. It's a pretty good potion. Not gonna lie. Pretty good. Not gonna drink it, though. Recall. Hello. You have one of those potions? Excellent. I'll apply it soon and let the mushroom develop. Speak with my advisor regarding this. Jolly good. You know what we need to do? Divine Intervention is what we need to bloody do. Because, we're in Firewatch, I see. Good enough, I need to find a shrine. Get me willpower stat sorted out. There we go. Back to 70. Much better. There's the good old docks. Yeah, Firewatch is quite impressive. Bit laggy, but impressive. Even though it's this is like one of the earliest bits that Tamriel Rebuilt ever did. I'm pretty sure that the first ever release of Tamriel Rebuilt was Firewatch and the surrounding area. So this is old. Bearing in mind Tamriel Rebuilt's been in development for 20 years. This right here is older than some of the Elder Scrolls games. It's getting a big rework though soon apparently. Big old rework, so it won't look like this so much anymore. But yeah, still. A lot of happy memories of this place. Back when I first found out that Tamriel Rebuilt existed, this place was the height of amazeballsness when it came to Elder Scrolls modding. Right. Travel. Levitate. Good sir, hello. I hear the problem that the foreman had with the tower is now resolved. I don't know how you heard that, but okay. Good work, Archmagister. I suggest you talk to the foreman one more time just to check the progress and make sure there are no more problems. Right, you seriously are sending me back immediately. It's a good thing I still have that mark. That was pointless, wasn't it? Send you away and then bring you back. Have you seen the progress we've had? It's incredible. The potion really worked. We should have the new master moved in soon at this rate. Oh, bloody hell, yes. Yeah, okay, that is a fair old bit of progress, actually. I was looking at this here and about to say, what progress? And then I looked up and, yeah, well, okay. Fair enough. Superb. Fine work, madam. Keep it up. I'm slightly distracted. The cat has just sort of gotten up from sleeping and he's just sitting there staring at the wall, not really knowing what to do with life. He's lying back down again. There you go. There's your Colin update for the day, everyone. He does that sometimes. He just gets up and then he just stares into blank space like he's having a Vietnam flashback and then just doesn't know what to do with himself for like a couple of minutes and then eventually wanders off to go do something else. Right. Even if that's something else, just to just lie back down and go to sleep again. Divine intervention again. Deja vu? Yeah, a little bit. That was a bloody pointless quest stage, wasn't it? I think it was just to get you away so they could do the tower change and then send you back. And did you really need to go back? I didn't think it was necessary. It could have just been like, yeah, okay, tower's progressing fine. Let's move on to the next thing. I don't know why I'm talking to you. What's going on? I want to use this. And I want to levitate as well. Levitate. There we go. Council house. I love the way this has worked out with the mods, though. You know, with House Telvanni itself, and then Uvirith, and then Rise of House Telvanni. I love that House Telvanni has become a constant throughout most of the Let's Play. Like, we didn't just become Archmagister and then bish bash bosh, let's move on to something else. It's been like a thing. It's been a constant thing. We've constantly been doing the Archmagister thing throughout the different chapters of the Let's Play, and I think it's brilliant. It feels very realistic and like it actually would be, as opposed to the Morag Tong, for example, where we haven't touched any of that in years. Okay, Mistress of the Toasters. Yeah. You've spoken to the foreman and she believes that progress is excellent. That is great news, Archmagister. This book is related to the subject of towers, if it interests you. Finally, the Telvanni will have great power in the north of Vardenfell as well as the east. With every additional bit of power, the Telvanni Council's current focus grows bolder. Yeah, none of the other houses have power, have anything up there in the north at all, do they? We're the first. At last, the council has located the last of the wards of Trine. I do not expect this one to be so easy, though. You're implying the last one was easy? Thoranda's third and final vision, Sheogorath hopes, spoke of Telvanni's Chalice. I'm not even going to question the Thorana thing anymore. The most powerful of all the artifacts, the Chalice gives everlasting health and prevents aging. But there's a problem. The Chalice rests in the outer realm of Uleash. This is a far more hostile realm than Pergamea. It's on the verge of the elemental plane of storm. That's a thing. Shouldn't say that out loud, he'll think I'm some sort of charlatan. It happens to be the hold of a storm monarch. Oh yeah, I suppose if you have Atronachs of elements, it follows logically there must be some sort of outer realm of oblivion that's associated with them, I guess. Yeah, it's the hold of a storm monarch. We've not met a storm monarch, have we? We've met frost monarchs and a flame monarch, but never a storm monarch. There are a few of these Atronachs left near the Mundus, for good reason. To get to the realm, travel to the Daedric ruin of Zagonipal. Oh. That place. I didn't even go in there. Looked like it was full of orcs. There you can find the gate. Okay. A storm monarch, you say. Magnificent yet dangerous Daedra. The one in Uliash is the only one I have heard of in years. Barring any that might have been added by the creatures mod, I suppose. Okay. Back to Zagonipal. Flip it out. It's no easy way to get there either. Voss is the closest place, I suppose. Alternatively, we could recall back to Dagon Fell. No, I think Tel Voss might be quicker. We could even go check in on the shoe left if we wanted to, but I'm probably not going to, because I'm sure the mod will tell me when the shoe left's ready. Yeah, I think Tel Voss is our best bet. Wrong way. Got lost in his own museum, you say? Oops. Oh, I've ballsed that up, haven't I? Once more with feeling. There we go. Oh, you know the best thing about this? I have the fancy shirt now, so... Why is it always raiding in Tel Voss? It feels like it's always raiding every time I come here. Anyway, fancy shirt time. Whee! Magnificent. Okay. Where's my travelling robe? One of them. Yeah, let's go with this one. Feels a bit. Looks like it might be a bit more waterproof, this one, than the red one. Nice of you to make the attempt over there. I did see you running to my aid. It is noted. You want some as well. That third strike was probably unnecessary. I think the fire damage was going to do him in. Is that one of Iron's teeth poking up over the side there? It can't be, surely. Is it really this close to Tel Voss? The Valley of the Wind? If it is, I mean, that's definitely knowledge to remember for future playthroughs. To think, all those years I've struggled to find the bloody place. And in this one playthrough, I've noticed not only can you see the bloody teeth from Tel Voss, but you can actually see the Valley of the Wind on the map, if you've not been there yet, anyway. Yep, this is it. This is the Valley of the Wind, right here. It took me days of playing this game to find the Valley of the Wind. The first time. Days. Like literally like 2 days of playing the game. Wandering around the Ashlands trying to find Now you have to understand, of course, back then it was, you know, my first time doing the main quest. And also, I was playing with vanilla view distance, so I could see about as far as that tree over there. Which really makes a huge difference. If you've never played Morrowind without distant terrain, do it at some point. just for the experience, because it will transform the way you play the game. It really will. Even if you've been everywhere and you roughly know where everything is, it has an absolutely transformative effect that in some ways is actually for the better. Is that 2 Ogrims? It bloody is, isn't it? This is going to be hard work, isn't it? Now we're playing on max difficulty. I'm genuinely starting to toy with the idea of bringing a companion along. Haven't even thought about doing that for a long time. But Ashkosh or Sarah Natasha wouldn't be a bad person to have around right now. In fact, I don't think there's anything stopping me from summoning Ashkosh right now, unless she's gotten fed up with me and decided to bugger off, which apparently she does do. If you don't summon her in ages, and I haven't, so... What do you want from Ashkosh now? Ashkosh has better things to do than wait idle on the whims of a mere mortal. I'm sorry, I would like to travel with you again, specifically to the Outer Realms. Then come and claim Ashkosh. Oh, bother. No, I really do need to remain where I am right now. Then do not bother, Ashkosh, with your trivialities. Well, that's that then. Never mind. We tried. I genuinely can't remember when you go get Ashkosh, whether or not you can go back to where you left. I don't think you can. So, yeah. Oh well, we'll just have to do without. Do not have enough magic yet. It is regenerating, obviously, quite slowly right now. Where's Merin's razor? Get some work done with that. Alright. Need some health back off you. Oh, he's dead. Never mind then. No one else I can leech health? Oh, bloody hell, yeah. That's another Ogrim. Is this Ogrim number 5 for this ruin, I think? Feels like it. You know what, let's quick save before rushing into melee combat with an Ogrim. Ogrim Titan at that. Last time I fought one of these in melee, it took half my health off in one hit, so... Yep, hello. I do believe I killed you last time I was here. Right. I'm going to need to get some more torches pretty soon. What awaits us? Yep, it's Malakath, alright.
To fight me.
That's a war cry and a half. Ah! I really need to see my smith, don't I? Look at the state of my stuff. Alright, mental note made. See the smith next time I'm at Uvirith. Hello, Malakath. You know, for once, mate, I'm not actually here to rob you, although I am going to do that anyway. I don't need that. Exquisite ring. Yes, good for enchanting. Re-equip Miriam's razor. In fact, I'm going to pop it back on hotkey number 1. Problem with the Blade of Internal Burning is it never has any charge. It has such a high charge that it takes ages and ages and ages just to restore a little bit of it. Fury is quite good, but I have to cast a spell before I can use Fury. Yeah, Miriam's razor. I genuinely just struggled to say razor twice. Alright, is this what I'm looking for? Seems sort of kind of bodged in here, but I think this is it. A mystical gate to Uleish. But that will be next time, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. I apologise, but we're at the limit for today's episode, so... Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed our dashing backwards and forwards, getting stuff done for House Telvanni. Expect more of that next time, I think. For now, though, that's it. Hope you had fun. Give us a like, give us a sub. Give us a sub. Use your words, come on, man. Give us a sub. And I'll catch you for the next one. Toodaloo.